Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 2 of New Element Esport Club. It does have esport in it. Get corrected.
I'm a fool.
Chinese team having English words. What do you know about that?
I don't know a whole lot about Chinese teams, Chinese Dota.
Apparently not.
I'm a fraud.
You're a fraud. You call 180 or 1080. It was 1018. And it was a 1218.
You said it was like I was way too off though. If I got an answer from you, it would have been like
Yeah.
around 800.
No, you're off by like 60 something. That's way too off. Not up to my Asian standards. Tongfu's going to be on the this lineup here. And Tongfu's going to play standard Dota. That's something that we are expecting out of them. If you want to try for some crazy strat, I think all of us will be happy to see. But
that game wasn't. I mean, it was standard, but at the same time, it was
nice
different.
to
It
watch.
was like I mean, you have a Storm, Timbersaw, Morphling as your three core heroes. Like I'm happy to see that most days of the week.
Yeah, but again, going back to my point previously at the end of game 1, New Element needs to basically go for standard laning and try to win their laning stage and then go from there.
Dark Seas is a great way to do that. It's good laning, it's team fight, it's early game, mid game, late game. Get a puck solo mid, and then get a tri lane with like a life steal. Well, no life steal because it's banned, but get a tri lane with strong supports that can gank as well as just be aggressive, and I feel like pretty good. But
Well, never
I
mind.
go for the Wisp. I think the big thing last game was they had a Wisp Weaver Coddle, which was just a
And
bit
surprisingly,
lackluster.
it was able to get up like a couple of kills against a hero that we did not expect to happen. So I'm not sure whether that was the trialing playing well or XCT playing perhaps a little bit overextending a bit.
They got a couple kills, but I still feel they lost that lane just because of how much farm and experience Timbersaw got. Even though he died, he got such fast arcane boots, he got a ton of experience, he was level 5, level 6 when Prophet was still level 2, level 3, so I feel like even though they got those kills, it was like too late, they'd already lost the lane.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how Darkster and Wisp kind of combo with each other. I guess you can make ganking a little bit easier with things like Surge as well as Iron Shell. But at the same time, I'm not sure what this lineup is trying to do. Are they going to try to gear towards having better lanes, which Wisp doesn't really try to do? Team fight-wise, Wisp doesn't give you too much. Ganking-wise, Darkster is not too good. So we'll see what exactly New Elements is trying to draft up. On the other side, standard heroes, Visage, Weaver, hard to kill in lane, and that seems to be the trend for Tongfu heroes. Just pick heroes that are hard to kill.
Yep, immediate CK ban. Tongfu just not wanting to give them the easy Wisp CK option. And where do you think they should be looking for as far as Wisp partners go? They're not going to have the Weaver, which I think is not really a Wisp partner to begin with, but do you think they need to be picking up something fast which can combo with the Wisp?
I think judging from how they picked in last game, they didn't really said we are going to go Wisp CK. They seem to went for like a ganking combo, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of a ganking oriented kind of semi carry. I think Tiny might not be too bad if you get more of the carry oriented Tiny. Like he could just one shot here like Weaver, he could one shot here like Visage, especially with the Avalanche taking out a part of that Great Peeper Cloak. And Tongfu's thinking of something similar. They are banning out more traditional Wisp partners, despite the fact that there was no Wisp partner being selected in Game 1.
Yeah, I think Sven would actually been a nice little backup choice when you don't have the CK to go with Wisp. But for now, we will see Tongfu need to grab their third pick. We've seen some sort of aggressive solos with the Storm Spirit. The Morphling was last pick last game, so not something necessarily need to be picking up again here. But the Chinese teams generally like to go more sort of safe lane farming Weaver. They don't often do the off lane solo Weaver, I feel.
Yeah, I think Weaver is one of those heroes that takes such a long time to get off the ground that if you give him an off-lane Weaver and perhaps he doesn't have farm for the first 10-15 minutes because, let's say, you're dealing against a very good tri-lane, you're not going to get anything done in the game in terms of damage output. At the same time, this is a game you're going against Wisp, which is pretty much a free lane. I mean, what is Wisp going to do? Tether and stun you for half a second? Like, you should be okay in that department. We'll see.
I guess, yeah, it also does depend a little bit what those other two heroes might be. But we see Nyx Assassin grabbed by Tongfu, as a hero that NE actually had last game. And this is something which I think Tongfu more likely to play in that 4-5 position as a support. Nyx and Visage both kind of 4-position heroes, but I don't think it's really too greedy to get both of them at the same time.
Yeah, I think Nyx Assassin actually is really good in this lineup, considering that Dark Series, you get a Mono Burn on him, he is not going to be casting every one of his spell, plus that mech activation in teamfight. So I feel this is a fairly good draft. It also kind of ties things over if New Elements decides to pick a couple of more kind of Sun Immune heroes, like your Storm Sphere or whatever. You need some kind of legit lockdown from your supports, and you get it through a Nyx Assassin. Also, it really frees up their laning. Nyx Assassin could be their solo mid. We saw NE do that last game, and Tongfu definitely could do it themselves as well.
Yep, as we'll have the third pick coming out from NE now, New Elements Esports Club. They even have club in there.
Yeah,
They're legit, man.
they're legit. I'm seeing 4 English words right now. I don't
Yeah,
even know what
that's
you're
true.
trying to say. Actually,
Hey, one of them's got a Chinese nickname, so
that's true. Okay,
Tiger.
Tiger. Yeah, Bounty Hunter. So this is
Well, where does Darkseid fit in? Is potential solo mid?
solo mid. Not bad. Jungle, perhaps.
I feel like this is going to be weak lanes, though. We said they can't go for.
Ganks, you know.
Bounty
getting-
Hunter off lane, yeah, they can't just play this ganking style where they have really weak lanes, a lackluster team fight. And Bounty Hunter Wisp, this is lackluster team fight.
Yeah, but I think different from how Game 1 won, where you got kills, like XCT died a couple times, but it just didn't matter.
Yep.
In this game, Bounty Hunter makes things matter a little bit more when you have track kills.
Ooh.
And there you go, pop
Darkseid
team fight.
jungle.
So this is your absolute kind of hit and run kind of lineup. You grab a couple kills, you maybe forfeit a couple of your early towers, but you just get rich.
How
through
does
track.
Bounty Hunter carry pan out?
Try it in pubs.
Yeah.
Works in pubs.
You don't go Battle Fury.
10 seconds.
Whatever you
Battle
do,
Fury.
guys, never go Battle Fury on Bounty Hunter. Unless you're down Mega Creeps and need
5
to cleave or
seconds.
something and it's like 60 minutes in, maybe. But never go Battle Fury first on Bounty
Radiant's
Hunter.
ban.
Why not?
The item's ass on Bounty Hunter.
I don't know, man. Have you ever Janata out of Battle Fury Strike? It's
Do you know
deeps.
that if you want deeps, just get Deso?
Deso's more deeps. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So they're
10
both
seconds
deeps.
to go.
Deso's
I-
a lot more.
I can guarantee you that there won't be a Bounty Hunter Battle Fury this game.
5 seconds.
Okay.
Well, I think that's actually Wisp Bounty Hunter. I mean, it's not like a fantastic
time.
combo, but I think it's actually pretty solid here.
It's actually really good.
I think if they do Jungle Darkseer, they're gonna just have weak lanes, and Tongfu will punish it too bad. But I think doing a Bounty Hunter Wisp with one more support, or maybe a support jungler like a Chen or something, would actually be quite strong here.
Yeah, I mean, every time I see this lineup, like a Wisp Bounty, I just think it's so greedy because you just basically forfeit the lane. You tell Tongfu, you guys could have whatever the hell you want in the laning stage. And we've seen teams in the past done that, and it worked out. Fnatic EU being kind of the biggest, I guess, team that do something like this, where they go Wisp Bounty, get a CK, get a Storm, and like you just die anywhere on the map. So we'll see if any could kind of pull
10
off the
seconds to
similar
go.
aggression that Fnatic EU, for example, have done in the past. Meanwhile, if you should look at Tongfu,
5
CK, Sven,
seconds.
and Tiny being banned out, they're definitely afraid of Wisp partners.
Yeah, they may be anticipating a Darkseer jungle here, and
Reserve time.
that's something where they could go for an offensive trial if they wanted. They've got a Weaver Visage, they can just get +1 for that trial, and maybe send the Nyx Assassin mid with Queen of Pain safe lane, or even put Nyx Assassin in an aggressive trial lane. If they see any pick up, well, I guess they have to pick first, so they're going to have to decide what they can be flexible with the lanes, but if they see any pick up another solo hero or a carry hero here, they can just punish the weak lanes.
I think probably the best hero to pick up here for any is maybe Gyrocopter. It seems very awkward, kind of. It doesn't fit well with Bounty, Puck, and Wisp. But you need something to tie you over. And wow, here we go. We talked about something new, something different. When's the last? Oh, okay.
Nice.
What are the lanes? What are the roles? I have no clue. Zoe's
I
gonna
think-
be playing your one row Pugna.
I think it's a four position Spirit Breaker maybe.
Standard, yeah.
Alternatively, you go with the Darkseer jungle, you do Bounty Hunter off lane and a Wisp Spirit Breaker dual lane. But that's something which is just so easily punished. Well, Spirit Breaker, he's going carry. Darkseer's going to be going jungle, and if Tongfu anticipate this, they can just send a tri lane bottom and straight up win the game. And they're doing just that, I think. Joey's got a bunch of branches, going to be going for a Bassi ring, and he's headed bottom. He's not going to be an off lane. He's going to be a tri lane. Visage, Nyx, Pugna. What are your thoughts on this tri lane?
What does
You're
this trialing do?
It beats Wisp Spirit Breaker. That's what it does.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
you sneeze on this particular any trialing and it just dies. So I guess, yeah, sure, you could put techies in this trialing on Tongfu and it'll work against any. Well, hold that thought. What charge in with Iron Shell and you tether stun and then you surge the ZZZ Spirit Breaker afterwards? What happens then?
I'm not sure, Bloomy. Dota
30
2
seconds to
explodes.
showtime.
Turns into Half-Life 3.
I mean, if you look about it, there's 3 ranged heroes, or there's 3 heroes over here. Nyx Assassin not really ranged,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have really high base damage. In fact, they don't really have good base damage overall. And Spirit Breaker, last time I checked, and I will check it right now again, 5 base armor.
Alright.
He's got like 1,000 effective HP.
Yeah, he's super tanky and hard to bring down. Wisp is the one who's going to just have to sit very far back, but this is almost like Alliance esque. It reminds me when they did that Wisp PA game against a tri lane, and they would try to go on like the PA or something, and it was just like, you can't kill him. And they can't get to the Wisp because EGM would just position himself so well far back with the Wisp. So the only hero you can go is on it's the PA who gets kept alive by the Wisp. So it's a similar thing with Spirit Breaker.
I really like this as well. Darkseer is going to actually just abandon the bot dueling. Says, you know what, let's just go up top and get some farm as well. Nice pause here. It's going to give us the time to introduce our player. On the Radiant side this time, it's going to be a must-win situation for them as they're down 1 game in this best-of-3 series. Will is going to be playing Darkseer. Last time he was on support. Shiki is going to be playing the mid as Puck. Last time, really good Nyx Assassin play. Wasn't able to get off too many early game ganks, but kind of tied it back together in the mid game. ZZZ, your carry player, playing the Spirit Breaker. Shauna playing Wisp. Last but not least, on the top lane, we're going to have Tiger playing a Bounty Hunter up top.
Well, for the Tongfu side, the more well-known name here, the Big Porridge Company, we have got ZSMJ, the former LGD famous carry player, and also formerly of Vici Gaming. He's playing Nyx Assassin, Sansheng on the Visage. We've got Zhou on an offensive tri-lane, Pugna. We're going to see the solo mid being played by Mu on Queen of Pain, and then finally, top lane, it's XCT playing Weaver.
You know, it's always good to cast with a fellow Chinese fanatic, as we see Impel, a couple of nukes being dropped on ZZZ, you know, 720 base HP. Immediately drops down to half, says, you have HP, but we have nukes as well.
Well, mana for HP regen, I feel like this is actually an okay trade for any to begin with.
I'm not sure. Like, these guys all have very, very high mana pool. When I say that, I mean Zoe.
Yeah, he's going to have a very fast Bassering, so they can start getting that mana regen or up as well. You mentioned you think it's good Dax to go to the offensive jungle. I feel he should have almost stayed in the Radiant jungle, got a fast level 3, and then helped out this tri-lane.
I mean, I don't know how much you're going to help out, because we saw how much burst damage that they can have, and even if ZZU charges in, he probably will just die to like a second slow assumption, depending what kind of item Tongfu has. For example, if they have Magic Stick, then it's just not going to work out. I think it's more important for Will to get a quick mech, and if you get a quick mech like in 4 position Darkster, it's a little bit greedy, but you know it's going to work out.
Yep, he's in that aggressive jungle, and something he can do is maybe try and just pressure top lane, do some creep skipping, but very unlikely we're going to get any sort of a kill on a Weaver here. Weaver doing a small little neutral pull just to pull the creep wave back to his tower, give Bounty Hunter some problems, and the Weaver Bounty Hunter 1v1 matchup, slight edge the Weaver, I guess, early on.
It depends on how many levels that Bounty Hunter takes up on Janata. Yesterday we saw Bounty in a 1v1 position, didn't take up Janata. It feels like Bounty in the Chinese team be favoring a lot more in terms of Shuriken. Sensual gets dropped down here, and perhaps that's going to be the big deciding factor here is, you know, XCD being able to harass Tiger a little bit more.
Yeah, he can't just rely on using that Shadow Walk to go in to get that Janata damage for free. He's going to get chipped away as he engages, which is a nice way to play this lane. But Tiger, he's got a big creep wave coming at his tower, so he's just going to try and get some early levels. Should probably go for a Poor Man's Shield, especially with Sentry Wards in the lane. You're going to get harassed even more, so Poor Man's Shield going to be essential here.
Yeah, Hasterin gank up on the mid lane, not really doing too much. Shansheng drawing back our Puck from a Lugia. Mu seems to be dominating this lane. This is a fairly skilled matchup lane. And if you look at the CS difference, we have Mu at 12 and 6, with the Puck, you know, falling a little bit behind at 7-1.
Yeah, I feel like Mu just knows this matchup a bit better. He's gone straight for the Null Talisman. Shiki didn't go Null Talisman. He got like some just Null Talisman pieces. When you want to go straight Null Talisman, get pulled some regen, but not the case. Bottom lane, straight bash from onto Sansheng.
Charge? If he gets a charge, and maybe yeah, he's about charge. He's gonna get the kill. This trialing OP. ZZZ's gonna grab the first one. Tenor to the right side. He is gonna go down to the Mana Bird, but hey, you get that trade.
Was close.
Nicely done.
That was so well executed by ZZZ. He knew he had to stun the Nyx Assassin on the way through because otherwise the charge gets cancelled. He made it so he hit Nyx Assassin, he couldn't cancel the charge, and then they get the kill.
I really like the well execution of the first hit bash. I mean, it's very well timed. It's nicely skilled. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Nicely done.
He had like so many non-bashes on creeps that he knew his next attack would actually be a bash, so that's when you go in.
Pseudo random distribution.
Yep.
That's some Chinese level calculation. He says 1286 or was it 1218? I don't know what the case is, but ZCZ able to salvage this particular lane, I guess you could call it. But do you remember back in the older days of like offensive tri-lane Pugnas? That used to be a thing in Chinese Soda, where Pugna has been
yeah,
it was picked as a, you know, kind of your 3-row ricer in a sense.
Yeah, and you go like straight mech and like
hexes.
Mech BKB, hexes,
things like that.
Well, we are going to see Puck actually get the 4-minute room, which he didn't really need that much. He just needs to deny it from Mu, because Mu is bottled, Puck does not, and here comes a gank.
Yeah, if he uses the orb, he's dead. He's got to make sure that orb's... Ooh, the orb there. Impale not going to hit there. Nice dodge on the right side. No poison on top, and Queen of Pain obviously already blinked Second gank on the mid lane, not going to do too much.
Bottom
in these
lane though,
games.
taking a lot of damage on the tower.
Yeah, tower.
Very annoying.
Tower's going to be okay. I mean, once CCZ hits level 6, they can make some goals, right?
Yeah, he's still got so much. He started off with 6 tangos and a salve. He's still got a tango left. He's got a salve. He's got this magic stick. He's doing okay here at bottom lane. He's just so tanky and durable.
Yeah. I mean, why does he still have the salve? Didn't he just eat like a ton of burst damage earlier in that level? He just tangled it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just didn't even pop the salve. So ZZZ's finding some farm under the tower. And once he hits 6, your Visage or your Nyx Assassin or even Zoe is just flat out dead. Keep in mind that there is a Banish or Decrepify coming out from Pugna, so they can perhaps save their ally a little bit longer from the
This
Spirit
lane's
Breaker.
gotten harder all of a sudden. Zhou has Arcane Boot, so they can just spam away. Not to mention, these heroes are hitting level 3, level 4. So this is where the Soul Assumption is level 2, Impale's level 2. Their burst damage is a lot higher than it was at level 1. Level 1, this tri lane, while strong, it's not really at its peak. This is where Spirit Breaker can't really go in for last hits, I feel, anymore. I mean, speaking of last hits, he's only got 7. So they got the first blood, but this dual lane bottom against tri lane is not really doing a whole lot.
Meanwhile, back in the mid lane here, looks like Tiger's gonna try to. Yeah, this is not gonna work at this level of game. I mean, Invis Bounty Hunter Windwalk with Iron Shell is always very, very cute in pub games. Not gonna work here. Not against Moo. Or if they want it to work, they need Shiki to have level 6, which he does not have, unfortunately.
Bounty with track though, he wants to start sort of getting more involved. He should be going to this bottom lane, I
Yeah,
feel.
seriously.
With Spirit Breaker, so I guess maybe waiting for a level 6 Spirit Breaker, but Pugna, you go straight Arcane Boot. This is one of the lowest, I think, is it the lowest sort of like base strength and strength gain in the game? Oh, Queen of Pain, solo kill on Cheeky at mid. Bounty Hunter could get this kill though. He's got no mana for Blink.
Track, I mean, a couple more
No
hits.
wand.
One more hit,
Oh, he's
man.
got one now. And Blink.
He's actually trying to bait it out. No, charge comes in. Here we go. Here we go.
They saw it though. There's a dire ward spotting out the
It
chat.
doesn't matter if you saw it. ZZZ, my camera's on you. You can see that dark suit.
Nyx Assassin with a
Spike
stun.
Impale. He's gonna be too slow. He's not gonna make a ZSMJ. You are too slow. One more hit. Execution out of ZZZ.
I mean,
Damn.
he clicked charge from bottom lane and then AFK.
I like
can
the
you-
execution.
Can
Nicely
you call
done.
that execution?
That is execution, by the way. Buyback being forced out here. ZZZ, by the way, has 8 magic stick. He's gonna. Impale's gonna
Ooh.
clip. Still has 8 magic stick charges.
Cancel the chat.
5 seconds. 5 seconds to charge. He's gonna charge out, and ZZZ. It's gonna
Well,
be fine.
He could get screamed by
Where's
Mo
the
on the
charge?
charge.
Where's the charge? Yeah, boom. See ya.
Careful.
Lovely. Just absolutely lovely.
Cancel it now. Oh man, that was execution.
That was execution.
the
He clicked-
initial quap kill debatable. Lume.
No, man, he clicked 2 buttons this time. Nice execution. Back in mid lane, Shiki. Silence gonna have to orb himself back up. Nice
They
dodge
should-
and a shadow strike. Man,
I mean-
patience from ZZZ, not from Zoe.
Bounty Hunter. Here come the track kills. They've gone in bottom
Uh-oh.
lane. They've killed Pugna. He's such a squishy hero, and Visage can't find the wisp for the last hit. No.
Oh, Wisp, why you go back? They did get it on the track, yo.
that was the highest I've ever heard your voice go, Lumi.
It could go higher.
All right.
I mean-
I'll get you to do me some Rihanna impressions later on. Renditions, I should be saying.
Okay, fair enough. First Eminem, next Rihanna. And you can see that Spirit Breaker thinking about charge. He sees the mid lane. And do they have Dream Co-op? You bet they do. Here we go. And of course, you can see a tether of the. Oh, unfortunately, Shana was not going
Can't
fast
keep up.
enough. Yeah, not good execution coming out here. Oh, there's a tether. Oh, that's gonna be a break. And we're gonna see ultimate coming out from ZCC, and bam,
Easy
execution time.
Nick's going to get a 2-hero Impale, but this is not really a good place for ZSMJ to be fighting. He hasn't got any points in Carapace yet. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Bounty's gone on Joe once again, and this is the problem for Joe. He's so squishy as a Pugna. This is, to me, the squishiest, like, non-support hero in the game.
Yeah, it actually, I guess Weaver may be squishier if you don't type in count. Taking into account of Sukuchi and Time Lapse, but obviously he does have soul spells. And look at these charge! They're just coming non-stop. So it's gonna be dead. We're gonna see a track on top. Yep, that's one more kill.
Wait for track.
Uh-oh.
Track on Sancheng.
Yo, wait for
2
track.
kills.
Yep, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. They're just gonna blink back out. Do we have an ultimate?
TP cancelled even. That was Weaver, I believe.
You
Man,
can't mess with Spirit Breaker. Man, Bruno was right all along.
What is Bruno, like, not right about? He's on his game, man.
Well, Bruno's not right about many things.
He's not right about the DK solo mid. He was not happy about how teams would pick DK solo mid.
Yeah.
But
He was-
the Space Cow, man. Props to Bruno for this. Looking at XCT Weave, he's been untouched at top lane. 0-0-0. He's got 35,
Yeah,
34
whatever.
denies.
Yeah, whatever. Like, who care if Weaver's untouched on the top lane and ZZZ's touching everybody, like, literally and figuratively. And so, here we go. Back in the mid lane, to charge more we go. Moo says, I got Blink, guys. And Dream Coil is available. Are we going to see a Dream Coil? Yes, we are. Moo trying to blink back out. You don't blink away from this. Track on top, Iron Shell right next to it, and killing spree on the Tiger. Well then, game 3 we go. Because this thing's over.
This like reminds me of like IG's like face rush line where they're just ganking all over the map, but even better. This is like the upgraded version of it with Bounty Hunter. Screw Sven and all the movement. You don't need movement speed. Space Cow gets maximum movement speed and more with his charge.
Yep.
Who's next? Bottom lane. Charges back up. Needs to just get vision of one of these. He's going to go bottom for this trailer. He just needs vision of one of these heroes.
Yeah, and vision they will get very, very soon. As soon as they... He's just waiting the fountain. He's like, yeah.
There's a ward in lane. They don't have... They'll spot out. He's going to spot out Queen of Pain.
Is he going to charge in? Is he going to go YOLO?
Charge it. They know there's 3-4 heroes bottom though, so I think he knows it's a bit risky. He's just walking bottom.
Heroes, yeah.
This is what you do against Space Cow, you 5-man.
I don't know, man. Have you ever seen a Space Cow charge the last year on the end of the team fight? You just get a 5-man stun?
The problem is you don't have mech as well on the Tongfu side. They're going to really struggle to fight without that mech.
Well, I could say that Will's got a Bugler on top of his Darkseer play, so maybe if they have a successful team fight, they will get a mech. He's just rushing it straight up. Shiki making the rotation to the bot lane, does not have a teleport scroll. They're going to back up and they're going to smoke. If they do get the smoke off, it's going to be big. Do they have a smoke? No, they don't. They just back up.
Do they fight this? Weaver's with
him. Here we go. Charge onto the last hero at the end of the team fight. Oh, he canceled that one.
Nice Carapace. You can actually cancel the charge with it if someone else is being charged because you take damage when you get run past. He's just going to straight up ultimate, maybe. Yeah,
somebody, that's one person's dead. Orb on 2, Dream Coil as well. And huge Sonic Wave, that's going to hit on everybody, but they don't care. Iron Shell, the right clicks. XTZ dropping low. ZZZ barely going to die. Yeah, he is barely going to die, but Moo dropping low as well. He's going to blink to the right. And the orb to the face. Yeah, bam. That's yet another kill. Meanwhile, they see Zoe. Zoe tracked up and Will should have Surge in a couple more seconds. He's already relocate from the Wisp. Shana gonna get the kill. Will's gonna die to the tower here, and I think ZSMJ is not gonna find a kill on Shana. Tethered to the right side and would be fine. They gave away the Darkseer kill. They gave away a a Spare Breaker, but they got 5.
It's totally worth it there. The Darkseer did the smart thing. He surged himself up. He didn't give away any experience for the kill, and at this point, Tongfu really needs some more levels and farm on their heroes, and they got nothing out of that. Darkseer kill is just going to hurt Darkseer. It's not actually benefiting Tongfu. The one hero that did get some gold was the Pugna because he got credited for the kill, but he was already dead, so no XP for him. A bit closer to his mech, but still no mech for Tongfu. 13 kills to 5. A 4,000-ish gold lead going the way of Team New Element Esports Club.
Damn.
They're looking good.
What a player. What a team. And of course, speaking of mech, Darkseer's got his mech. In fact, he got it before he dove and died in a previous team fight. So these team fights not looking good at all coming out from Tongfu. You got to go back to that draft and Pugna. What does it do? It's meant to win a tri-lane. So far, not winning it. I think they need items like a Yule Scepter. They need items like Force Staff. Anything that stops the charge of the Spare Breaker. First, you have to stop the charge, and secondly, you have to kill him. They just don't have the damage output. Also, they are lacking the crowd control. Yes, we see yet another charge down the mid lane. That one's going to get detected. Let's see how well they will be dealing with this thing that they see coming. And I don't think ZZZ.
Yeah, realize it. The bounty hunter running through the tower, the Space Cow.
Track.
There goes Radiant's bottom tower.
Sorry, revealing himself a bit. They does get the track down will help them push this tower if they want to go for a push. And Zhou actually gets a solo tower on his own at bottom lane, left on alone, which is his mech gold. So he's going to look to group up, maybe provide this mech. But Tongfu, even with a mech, it's still so hard to fight. Looking at Moo, he's 2 and 4. Doesn't even have treads yet, it looks like. Maybe has some treads coming out, but he's 2 and 4. He's used a buyback. He's got absolutely no net worth.
Oh, charge. Here we go. ZSM got to turn around. Nice 2-man impale on top. And Soul Assumption's going to fly through as well. Got to kill the bounty early. Track on half the team of Tongfu. Tongfu, by the way, hasted on Moo. He's thinking about going in right now. Where is damage output? ZZZ, mech back up. Very, very tanky. The Creptify slowing down. What a 4-man coil on top. Are they going to initiate on this? ZZZ thinking about charge. Cooling down for 14 more seconds. That Dream Coil just barely used defensively.
Yeah. I think it was a smart dream call anyways. They were going to lose Space Cow, it looked like there. The Nyx Assassin stun was coming out. Actually cancelled it using the Dream Coil stun. And, well, they need to be careful because their lead can get thrown away very, very quickly with one bad dive.
I don't know about that. I feel like they could trade kills all day long because they have tracks.
Well, a bad dive where they don't get kills maybe.
Well, it looks like Shana getting caught out a little bit of position. You got to tether back. Here comes a charge through the entire team. Worse than Neta Strike ultimate. Darius going to come through. That looks like he's going to be on Nyx Assassin. He's going to be dead. Zoch is going to get clipped down by the huge lantern of the Spirit Breaker. Will's going to go back out tap. Looks like traded 2 for 1. I'm not sure how many track kill was there, but they lost some Wisp. No big deal, and they got at least 1 or even 2 track kills on top of that.
Pugna was track killed. I don't know if the Nyx Assassin was, but at least 1 track kill, like you say. And Well, Moo tracked up. He's going super conservative build here. 2 null not so much conservatives, but like this is like we're behind. We're kind of screwed. They're going to keep on diving us. The best early game possible. 2 null talismans. Get your treads next, then go for BKB.
Back in the mid lane here, Shiki, Blink Dagger, Winnie Rift sets up a kill here on our free farm Weaver.
That's another track kill.
Yeah, I mean that's just a track kill up the wazoo. We were still waiting on Vovo to give us a track bonus skill counter because on a game like this where you see one team just raining track kills, you just gotta ask yourself, you gotta find out how many track bonus skill do we have.
You know, I was actually talking to someone like yesterday, and they have developed an app that like gets all the data from Dota 2, and they could actually calculate that.
Well,
coming soon to BTS production.
I mean, or you could have Gods, who has the insane 10-year Dota veteran mathcraft skills. How much track?
That's like doesn't apply. That doesn't like you don't need that kind of knowledge. You just know you're getting gold or you're not. It's either you're getting gold or you're not.
You know if you're screwed or you're not screwed. Okay. Fair enough.
It's more like the game sense applies more to like, is this spell gonna kill me or like how much damage can they do to me?
All right, God's dropping the knowledge bombs.
Well, or the lack of knowledge bombs.
Zoe getting tracked in the jungle in a sense.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Zoe's dead. Yeah, Track gonna be on top. There's gonna be Shuriken top, Blink
Silence.
Orb. And here we go. The charge is not stopping because you do not stop the space cow.
Target.
He's coming in. New target on Queen of Pain. He's like, yo, what is this about? 3-man stun on top. Here comes, oh my god. What? Deeps, ZZZ, drum charges still available. He already popped it. ZSMJ's on the run. ZSMJ's dead. And that's 2-3 more kills. XTT's on the run. Swarm's gonna get used. ZZ, thanks for the 30 gold, free 30 gold.
Yeah, man. Those Weaver Beetles, they give decent farm early on, especially as a support hero.
Man. There is no support in ZZ's vocab right now because he is just dominating hard.
Well, from here, I don't see them any need for them to just stop fighting. They just go for some BKBs. If they get BKBs on Spirit Breaker and Bounty Hunter, it's 100% over. These Dire heroes, they're all like they're entirely reliant on magic damage and disables. There's no backup. I mean, Weaver will eventually do physical damage, but not for another 20 minutes. If they get BKB, Spirit Breaker's a bit of a waste from one, but Bounty Hunter's at 2.4k gold. How does any lose a team fight?
Okay, they have to get this gank off. Like, they literally have to get this gank off. 3-man smoke gank. The Impel must be reserved as ZZZ tries to charge his way out, because if that does not happen, there's no other stun to stop that. Oh, you cannot initiate what... And also, keep in mind, there's relocate online. Like, this is just not gonna work. Go back to SMJ. Yeah, he knows. He knows.
Oh dear. And they're gonna start going top lane. They know they've got this big lead. They can't really be fought. They can just start taking some towers, deny Tongfu of any sort of map control they want to get. Ooh. Spirit Breaker once again getting scouted a bit out of bottom lane. He knows it's not safe here. He's waiting for a target to charge. He just wants to stay bottom until he sees someone on the map that he can charge. He's maybe going to get some vision near the mid lane from these observer wards. But not just yet. Zhou's going to walk on through, so he can charge Zhou if he wants to, but he can also charge XTT, but he knows there's going to be 4 or 5 Tongfu heroes near the mid lane.
The thing is, well, he's charging somebody right now.
What? Are they going to TP in?
YOLO?
Oh, here comes Puck. Puck is TP.
Zoe. Oh, looks like Spike Carapace. Here's the ultimate from Zoe. Zoe, no...
Relocate.
Relocate on top. Look, everybody just melts. That's one track kill. So Assumption's going to come to against Will. Will doesn't really care. A second track. Oh, if they track Shanshun, he is dead. Charge is going to be coming down in 15 more seconds. This is going to be a very, very long chase. If necessary, it's not going to be... Yeah, another kill. If they get a track on XTT, if they have any vision, Charge is going to be able to eventually track him down as well. No.
This is just scary for Tongfu. They can't, if they get spotted, they get charged. And the thing is with that, Puck just has to TP nearby to get there, and then relocate +1 hero will always be at the fight.
Yep, Silence on top, giving vision of the charge, and XTT.
Time-lapse.
Ooh, time-lapse back. It does not cancel the charge, though. Bam, dead, vacuum on top.
No track kill, but it doesn't really matter.
Kills a kill.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about them needing to draft late game. We talked about needing to draft good lanes, but they force out 18-minute GG off the back of Spirit Breaker charging.
What a statement from
What is going on right now?
Eddie are just going to revamp and spice up the Chinese metagame on their own. They're going to just disprove everything everyone out there knows about Chinese Dota and do so with a bang.
You know, team says we need some new blood to make sure that Chinese Dota is back alive. We bring in Mushi. We bring in Ice Ice Ice. Sometimes you just bring in a Spirit Breaker. He's from outer space, man. That's all the blood you ever need.
Who needs Southeast Asian teams when you just have some upcoming Chinese teams like... Sorry, Southeast Asian players when you have upcoming teams like Team NE here. They tie things up 1-1. I thought after game 1, I'm like, okay, we'll have a fast 2-0. Then we'll have like an hour break before our next series because the series is 3 hours apart. I can go get some food, go chill out for a bit. But nope. we're going to have a game 3. I'm really excited and happy about it, but it's still going to be 2 20-minute games so far.
I want to see a Spirit Breaker again. That's all I'm gonna say.
That was amazing. That was just majestic to watch.
This is the first time I've seen Spirit Breaker have the impact that we thought a hero like Spirit Breaker should have, right? You're supposed to charge in YOLO status and go for any type of kills, and he did. He was very well played. Good support from the rest of his any lineup, but back for more a little bit later on. We're going to take a short break, and Game 3 of any versus Tongfu is coming up next. Don't go anywhere, guys.